not a great deal to say really today. Unfortunately, 2 of the birds have died from what looks to be young bird sickness. It's really gutting because, I mean, they've came from the race, they've gone through all that training, and then that's happened. Fortunately, everything else, touch wood, looks okay, apart from one that does look a bit ropey, but I have got some treatment in place now, a natural treatment, which is hopefully going to bring them back round, dropping to starting to solid up, generally speaking. But yeah, it is quite sad, really, because they've not done anything wrong. It's just the stress of everything else that's come. So yeah, I've got one looking a bit funny in the race team, and I've got 1 or 2 that are still looking a little bit off colour in the late bred team, just in here, which I'll show you. I mean, there's nothing to hide, it is what it is. So regardless of what happens, I'm not sending this week, definitely not. Hopefully they come back round again for next week, but the forecast for this weekend is horrific as well, so I don't even know if races are going to happen. I'll update you all as soon as I know. On a positive note, got some really good videos that are going to come along. I'm going to do full updates of all the results of the last couple of weeks, so that we all know what's going on there. I need to do a full loft list of what is left. In the loft, I think there's 17. So we started training 30 and I'm down to 17 after 1 race, through illness and losses. It's just what happens. It's young bird racing, I guess. So I'll get those done over the next few days. I'm very busy at work, but I'll try and get something knocked up for those. I'm just going to show you now the ones that are looking a bit poorly, and hopefully over the next few days they just improve with the treatment that we've got in place. This is the late bred team. They're on the deep litter. This one is looking really sorry for itself. Doesn't seem to be in a great way, but the treatment's got in now. This one also, that checker has been a little bit off, as has this one, but they're not anywhere near as bad as the little blighter on the floor. So we'll see how it is tomorrow. I'm hoping that we've caught it in time, but it just took me a little bit longer to get the stuff in place than I was hoping. So yeah, that's those ones. Here, look at that one. Just, yeah, absolute symptoms of young bird sickness without a shadow of a doubt. But if we look at the others, they're all looking pretty okay. And if we look at this one here, look, that was the last one back at the weekend, and it looks totally fine now. We're not looking too bad up here. Welcome to the wonderful world of pigeon racing, the trials and tribulations. These are on light feed at the minute, so they are a bit hungry. So we'll see if this remedy kicks in for this one tomorrow. And that's about it, guys. I might go down to the club tomorrow night. If I do, I'll get some basketing footage done. But if not, I'll update you on the condition of the birds. I'd love for you to all keep fingers crossed that we come out of it unscathed any further. And hopefully we have a team of about 15, 16 going forward, which will just keep going to every race. So the one that did look ropey, unfortunately, did die in the race loft, and I lost another one in the late bred loft as well. So yeah, getting quite frustrating. Touch wood, these are looking like they're getting around it. I think it was just too late in the day for the ones that that passed away yesterday. Droppings in general seem to be a bit better in here, but the numbers are looking a bit thin. Luckily for us, but not for everybody else, they've actually cancelled the race this weekend, so, or looking like they're going to, because the weather forecast isn't fantastic, as a few people have mentioned on another video in the comments section. But hopefully we're through on this one. Incredibly, this little blighter is still alive. It actually looks like it's getting better, believe it or not. It looked worse than this yesterday. So this one is a bit of an experiment just to see if it pulls through on this treatment. There's 1 or 2 that look a little bit sorry for themselves in here. So that blue bar there was really struggling yesterday, and I think it was the checker next to it as well. But they look a little bit better. So I'm wondering if the stuff that we're using has got into the system early enough for them. I think we just need to be realistic that we might lose this one because it's possibly just gone a little bit too far, but we'll see what happens over the next 24 hours or so. Droppings are still a bit loose. Most of them are eating. They're all drinking. And it's been 5 days, isn't it now, since it went a little bit wrong with them. Because the race was last Saturday and it really started on Monday. So just a day at a time, I think, as to whether we're back in action next week or the week after. These late beds, it doesn't matter as much because they'll just fly out. But yeah, look at it now. Poor thing. I can't believe it's still alive. I really can't. So, wake up tomorrow morning and see how it is. So I'd love to say I've got a plan for the next week, but I've really not. It is literally just one day at a time. Feed, water. Other birds are all okay, so there's all the stock birds and the old bird race team, as was the open loft pigeons. They're all fine. Just keeping them ticking over, really. Don't want anything to go wrong with them. And like I say, I will do a loft lift at some point, but I want to make sure that they're all through it first before I start saying, oh, this one's here and that one's here, because I don't want to disappoint anybody. And hopefully, guys, we'll get back to racing, if not next week, then the week after. So another day's here. That one there, that's the checker that was literally on death's door. And I'm not saying it looks brilliant now, but I just can't believe he's still alive. And although he's blinking like mad, it's ate this morning, so we'll see how it comes on. The rest are looking okay. There's one or two, this checker pied here, for example, that's looking a bit sorry for itself. But this is the late bred team, and these got it a day or two later than the actual race team did. I'll show you the race team now. The race team have gone back onto full rations for the first time all week, pretty much. So these are starting to look quite a bit better now. I've got one that's holding a bit of corn, but I didn't want to hold the rest back, so they've had full rations this morning, 1 ounce per pigeon. I'm just going to hope that it's not all spewed up in the bloody loft when I get back this afternoon. If it's not, then that will be a really good sign moving forward. Saturday today, so it's a week till the next race. Whether we've managed to get them right for that, I'm not sure. Better to be safe than sorry, but see how they are tomorrow. They've not been out for a while, so if they're not holding corn in the morning, that'll be a positive step forward. Then we can make decisions from there. One thing I have done today is with the old bird team that have been on open hole all season and raced Lyric, I've put the bath out for them just to cheer myself up a bit. Thought I'd let them out. I know it's a Saturday and there's races about, but these are old bird races, so they'll be absolutely fine. And they've not had a bath. They've been confined to barracks for over a week, so I'm sure they'll enjoy their liberty if I can see them. They've gone for a good old fly. There they are. Not all of them. Some are still in the loft. That's a nice sight after the week I've had.